E aí, galera, voltamos aqui e vamos falar com o Lord.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in, to cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Bom, vamos lá, né? Tem que investigar possíveis riscos de infecções. Já vai curtindo, deixa um comentário, compartilha. Eu acho que assim, eu pra sair dessas portas não devia ter essas coisas aí, ó. O cara devia entrar e acabou. Esse negócio de carregar pura palhaçada. Ok.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Vamos começar a investigação.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life, Dr. Reed. I have not felt so bad in many years.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face, then. You have my gratitude, Doctor. This disease has ruined my appetite.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Pronto, em recuperação agora, né?
Please, sir. Prepare you to buy something. Don't let
Saudável.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening,
Tem
sir.
que investigar todo
May I
mundo.
have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Miladies,
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. If you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Eu tenho 2 lugares para ir. Vamos aqui primeiro. O primeiro e o segundo foco de infecção. Ótimo. Nossa. Nada a ver o lugar aqui, né? Uns vampiros mais fortes, né? Beleza. Vamos seguir toda a vida reta. E depois virar a primeira direita. Tem challenge aqui?
It could be someone you know.
Countries unite! Support the equality between
Continua. Eles deixam abertas as barreiras aqui. Tá. Eu vou pra direita.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Aí, como é que eu vou até lá? Certo. Já vi o lugar. Quem é essa mulher? bom. Morreu. Porra. Já vi. Beleza, aqui é uma abertura. Vamos ver o que tem por aqui, né? Sempre é bom. Foda essa mulher. Beleza. Calma. Que isso? De onde vem esse louco? Vamos morrer. Nossa, muito ferrado. Que isso? Caraca, essa tá difícil, hein? Sempre começa assim, né? Eu perdendo. Na verdade, eu deveria ter... Eu tenho que melhorar minha arma, na verdade. Muito fraca, mano. Principalmente a secundária. Vamos lá. Aqui são muitos bichos fortes, né? São 4. Porra. Olha só, veio outro do nada aqui, ó. Que isso, meu irmão. Aí é foda. Puta, mano. Ah! Vai ser foda. Acho que a primeira que eu tenho que matar é aquela mulher. Vou matar ela, eu não vou conseguir passar. Vamos tentar de novo. Agora vem. Caramba. dele pra jogar. Opa, uma amostra de sangue.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Caramba! Olha a carniceira.
This is despicable.
A melhor coisa que eu tenho é...
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this
Beleza.
thirst for blood.
É aqui dentro? Vamos entrar pra ver. Oh, essa espingardona aqui. Caramba, tem bastante coisa aqui, hein? Caramba! Caralho, que vai ser foda, velho. Acho que eu vou ter que usar as espingardas, viu? Caramba, eu nunca vi tão forte, mano. Pô, eu tenho que começar a ficar mais forte, senão eu tô ferrado. que dá pra fazer aqui? Nossa, 352 de dano.
Admit it, you cheating bastard!
Still your tongue, wife!
Liar, coward, you brought this on us!
You infected the whole family! I said I wanted to leave the house!
What, leave me alone with...
Agora eu vou tomar uma. Ah, daí vem até longeão, daí é foda. E é 2 ainda. Olha só. Não tem como, velho. Mas... Ah, eu recupero vida mordendo eles, verdade. Vai. Caralho. Caralho. Porra! Não dá ainda. Bom, vou parando por aqui. Porque eu vou lá, vou mudar um pouco as coisas, vou melhorar algumas ferramentas minhas. Aí sim eu volto para enfrentar esses dois miseráveis. Obrigado por tudo, valeu e fui, tamo junto.